Today we revealed the 2 legendary hero of Call of Dragons that are coming up in here. We got Fraygar and as well as Syndrion. Now, this is the first 2 that they are going to be releasing at the moment, but there is going to be 2 more legendary heroes that are going to be coming up. So prepare for that. One of them is going to be a flying hero. As you can see, this is Fraygar, Marksman, Peacekeeping, and Mobility. Very interesting. And then Syndrion, Marksman, Rally, and Precision. Is Haas going to be like useless now because then you'll have this hero that has a rally ability, Syndrion? It's a Marksman as well. So this Marksman Precision is very interesting. And then we have a Marksman and Mobility, you know, pretty similar to when I look at this as Craig. But then do we also think about like Guanwin? What's going to happen with Guanwin? We'll take a look into the heroes that we have currently today. One thing that I want to show you guys in here as well is that this thing, all right, it says in here that there will be new heroes and there will be heading towards the Tamaris as we speak. The new season will introduce 4, as you can see, 4 legendary heroes, including a flying hero. So we're not seeing the flying hero yet here. We just saw 2 marksmen being dropped in here. I was actually shocked because I was thinking there's might be more cavalry hero that are going to be dropped, but marksman hero kind of makes sense. Why do I say marksman hero makes sense? Because the marksman heroes in the game is so widely used. This is going to expand the usage of marksman for purifying the behemoths. So this is very interesting. I don't know if you guys have seen the update 10.16 in here. There's a lot of stuff that they have updated. I do suggest that you guys go through it, look at it on your system, save it on favorites, take a look at it. There's a big update coming up as well with the elixir healing that is going to be very interesting. I've talked about this before, but there's a lot more changes that is going on in your Improve Alliance system, more enjoyable events as well. So I've, uploaded a video, not entirely for this message in here, but definitely check those other videos out as well. As you can see, changes on XP for gathering in here as well. All right, so now let's take a quick look into the heroes. Is it updated yet? Not yet, but I believe we just had like an update on the mobile phone where you have to download a patch. So if you haven't done so, make sure to check into your app store and update your game once it's live. So we can take a look at Guanwin in here. This is a marksman, peacekeeping, and precision. So now we're going to be seeing a hero, right, that is going to be a marksman, peacekeeping, and mobility. So kind of, I would say this relates a little bit more to Craig because Craig is a marksman and mobility. Now, it is being replaced with that engineering to be a peacekeeping. But what I like about this is that you can now have a slightly faster marksman march. That is a bit of a game changer for legendary. I mean, there's people who use Craig into the flying unit with cabs. I've seen it. Crow was doing it. I was like, that's very interesting. Flying unit with cabs and marks on the mobility pad. That was actually very interesting. I understand what he's trying to do there. But I'm just saying, with a marksman land unit and mobility just like Craig, and people are using this, able to move fast and hit hard because this is going to be a legendary. We love Craig, and it's going to be a legendary, pretty much legendary version of Craig, but in the land unit. That is definitely something that is interesting. I am not a marksman main, so for those who are marksmen, that is going to be very interesting. This is going to be really good when it comes to behemoth raids. So, you're definitely going to be upgrading. You're not going to be using Guanwin by then. Most likely, if you can do a 5-5-1-1 with that hero, with the legendary hero, that will be really good. Now, Syndrion, this is interesting as well, because when it comes to legendary, we don't really see a whole lot of rallying legendaries yet. Now, I myself don't recommend using Host whenever you're doing rally. It's not that strong when you use Host onto the rally. I've seen rallies of Host, doesn't do that well. People will do what is it called, Emery's with Haas or Bakshi with Haas. Not that great in comparison to when you actually use specific hero type. I would say if you're using like Bakshi Emery's, that would be doing a lot better than a Haas, because with Haas in here, this last skill that he's got in here is not effective in rally. You don't want that. There's no value. Although you can debate that in Bakshi as well, the peacekeeping doesn't apply. But the best thing in here is to find a hero in the battle that will apply everything in there. But what I've seen so far is that those rallies do well with specific hero commanders that are for cabs to cabs, because certain things in here doesn't really, I mean, for me, for Haas, he's not that amazing, but this would be really well when it comes to, PvP in the open field would be better, because then you can have a maximum amount of capacity. But I think this is the best in Haas. So I'm interested to see what the rally for the Marksman will bring. Like this, what would this be able to bring in the battlefield? What type of skills they are going to be putting? I'm hoping that they're going to put something interesting in here, because the rally path of Haas is great. It's just the overall path of Haas is not, it doesn't really match for the rally, in my opinion. But you can see the rally here. When launching a rally, Haas normal attack have 50% chance to reduce a target's physical defense. So this is good when it comes to rally situation. So that is contributing for the rally attribute. So for this one, we're definitely going to see something like explosive onto the skill for Syndrion. I am going to bet here Syndrion is going to be, my God, this is going to be strongest Lord event hero. This is going to be onto the wheel, onto the lucky spin. That Syndrion is going to be strong. The whales are going to get this. The whales are going to use this to rally. You're going to be doing then, I would say, you would be doing a Syndrion, and I would probably go for a Syndrion and Kinara. That would be the combo that is going to happen. Even though I haven't seen the skills yet, that's just my assumption. It has to go with this process. Syndrion, Kinara, this is a PvP rather than going for a Nico, because you have an engineering path here. So you're losing a little bit of a skill there. So this is going to be interesting. All of the skills in here for Syndrion, when this is released, it is going to apply. So it's better than Haas. It is going to be so much better than Haas, because Haas has the overall. So for the rally, it doesn't really work. So Syndrion is going to be really good. I would say Fraygar in here would be really great for those low spender, free to play to get. Will definitely be something that is widely used when it comes to behemoth raids, because it's easier to access, and a lot of open field fighting will be used for Fraygar. But honestly, both of these heroes will be able to use for open field fighting. We can definitely use this, but I would say Fraygar with that mobility tree, amazing. Just like Craig, amazing. The only thing that I'm concerned about is that for these two marksmans, would they be glass cannon or not? That's the biggest thing, right? I hope they have some ability to deflect some damage, absorb some damage, or just make it like super strong in damage there. But I'm seeing with the marksman that they release, it's gonna be a little bit more like glass cannon, I should say, that can absorb a lot of damage, not a lot of ability to tank it. But that's what marksman's supposed to do anyway. So as you guys can see, when we look into some of the buff in here, for the unit buff in here, you can see marksman deals a lot of damage, not a whole lot of physical defense and magic defense, 148 to 104, right? So when we go to cabs have really good amount of damage attack, a bit higher physical defense, a bit higher magical defense in comparison to them. The only thing, right, that you see for the cabs charges in and being more targeted. So when we compare about the range unit to range unit, let's take a look into the Vestials in here, the magic units in here, 220 onto the attack lower, right, in comparison to the archers in here, which is 341. And then magic defense, of course, the mage will have that magic defense. Physical defense 132 for the mage. Physical defense for the ballista is 148. So the magic defense is low on the ballistas in here. So whenever you're getting target, you do a lot more magic damage towards the ballista, but at the same time, the counterattack damage will deal a lot of damage as well to pretty much repel the mage units in here. But the physical defense, when you get targeted by that cabs, you're going to go down. So it would be nice to see a little bit of ability to deflect any normal damage, would be amazing in the new heroes in there. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. I mean, this is definitely let me know what you guys think. I mean, this is definitely very interesting. This is new Spring Warden heroes that are going to be dropped here in Call of Dragons. Pretty cool. I like the character design here, honestly. I think this is pretty cool. Which one would you get? Would you rather get Syndrion or would you rather get Fraygar? Hopefully I'm saying the name right as well. Anyway, my friends, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys again next time.